time for stretch. I apologize. I'm like 20 minutes late. There was some technical difficulties. I had to download a new Chrome. All right. If you're going to join me today, you will need a really big firm pillow, or you'll need 2 pillows. All right. We're going to roll down slowly. I want you to set your pillows to where you're going to get a nice lift in the upper back and chest regions. So I'm going to pull my pillows to my low back. If you do not have a firm pillow or you're only using one, you may want to roll it up in this sort of fashion to ensure you're going to get a nice lift. This is a chest opener. This is how we're going to start our stretch class. So something to pay attention to in this position. Ooh, let me turn this down. If this bothers your low back, pull your heels towards your inner thighs and slowly open your legs out. That's one way to minimize that low back from bothering you. Or you can place your feet under your knees, holding those abs in a little bit, creating a pelvic tilt. That will also help that low back. I want you to go ahead and open your palms to the sky. I want you to take some nice deep breaths, allowing those shoulders to drop away from your chest.
The way you move, hey. It's like you see right through me.
Shutting your eyes down. I just want you to completely relax and surrender those shoulders towards the floor.
Oh, you are the best thing. You are the best thing.
Paying attention to your breath. Take nice deep breaths. And as you exhale, I want you to visualize those shoulders falling towards the floor.
Baby, come on, baby.
I'm going to slow it down a little more. I want something a little more relaxing. Letting us kind of focus on our breath, taking our thoughts out of this. If you were able to start with 2 pillows, I want you to work into 1 pillow that's kind of rolled up, especially if it's a firm pillow. So go ahead and do so now. If you've started with 2. If you started with 1, you can stay where you are, or you can roll it if you did not choose to roll it. The idea is I'm going to work into more of a flexion throughout my spine. So if that's too much tension on the head, you'll take your other pillow, too much tension on the neck, and place that pillow under the head so your neck can not be free hanging over that bottom pillow. So we're creating this thoracic motion. Our chest is opening, our shoulders are dropping away from our ears. One more breath here. Go ahead and roll that pillow out. If you find that it's easier to roll to your side, roll to one side and then roll to seated. Setting up nice and tall. Bring your pillow or pillows to in front of you and spread your legs to almost a V position. I want you to flex through your toes so your feet are nice and flexed. You stack the pillows in front of you. Depending on your flexibility, you may want to roll them a little bit higher. Let's all start there. So go ahead and roll 1 pillow to the top to where you can just fold over that pillow and still be in a fairly tall position. Chest is driving in front of you, so we're not collapsing over yet. If you notice, we're emptying our pelvis forward, so I'm not staying back here with a scooped pelvis. I'm allowing my pelvis to empty towards the front of the room. Starting with our feet flexed. If you need to relax the feet, if it's too much tension behind the knee, do so. I want you to take one more breath here. And then if you can go a step further, lengthen out those pillows a little bit more. I'm going to kind of push mine up a little bit to create a shelf for my head. I'm still emptying my pelvis forward. So if you notice, if you try to lean over any further and you feel like you're rounding in that low back and now you're sitting back in the sit bones, come up a little bit, because the idea is to keep that stretch active and go further, not go further and just let your lower body correct or guard. We're going to stay right here. You can lengthen out those arms to get a little deeper lengthening stretch through the back, through your lats. No matter what position you're holding, I want you to focus on when you exhale, I want you to let those shoulders just drop away from the ears. We hold a lot of tension there throughout our workday. If you can go a little bit deeper, go ahead and unstack your pillows. I like to bring mine in just for a little more support through the abdominals and through the pelvis. So I bring mine a little closer into my belly button, and then I lengthen over it. And again, if you want create a little shelf for your head, roll your pillows up however you feel comfortable. But the idea is to still keep emptying the pelvis towards the front, towards our inner thighs. They should be leaning towards the ground. We've turned off the flex foot, so our feet are relaxed. Big breath in, exhale all the way out. One more breath here. Walk yourself back up to a sitting position. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take our pillows to our right, inside of our right leg. If you do not need both of them, you can unstack them. But if you already know that you are going to struggle coming to your side, you're going to rest your forearm either on that pillow or on the leg. So you can actually move that pillow over and give you cut off a little bit of slack in that. Or you can drop that right elbow to the shin. Open up that chest, taking your left hand and arm back behind you this time. One more breath here. Go ahead and come on up to a seated on your exhalation. We're going to move that pillow to our left. Set up for your stretch on the left side. Left elbow into that left leg. Right arm comes back behind, wraps around the waist. Open up that chest, looking up and over your right shoulder. Chest is lifting. One more breath here. Exhale, come back to seated. Soften those knees. We're going to take our hands back behind us. Fingertips are facing away. Lift up through that chest. Try to maintain head positioning. I don't want to allow the head to hang towards the low back or towards the mid back. And release. Walk the hands up to the hips. We're going to set up for a hip flexor stretch. We're going to bring our right leg, right knee right in line with the right hip. So some may want to stay right here in this position. You're going to take one pillow back behind you. Hopefully it's your fluffiest, firmest pillow. Now I'm going to take my left foot and curl it in front of me. You can keep it out long as well, that's your choice. I'm going to place my pillow under my sit bone just a little bit. If this is bothersome to the knee, then I want you to go into a runner's lunge. That would be your modification. You would come up on the right knee, left leg would be in front. You're going to slowly walk that left hand back beside your pillow. You're going to push the pelvis forward. So we're not sitting back in that hip and letting it relax. You're driving the pelvis up and forward. This may be where you want to stay. You may want to set up 2 pillows because where I'm going is down on my pillow, hopefully. I haven't done the stretch in a while. I may be grabbing that second pillow. But you could stay right here and reach that right arm up and take that lengthening stretch through the right leg, or you can allow yourself slowly to lay back onto that pillow, raising up that right arm and reaching overhead. Do not set back in this hip. Still drive it forward. Maintain that neck posturing if you need a little assistance, if you're finding that you're tight today. Create a little shelf with that right hand and allow your head to sit in it. One more breath. I'm going to lay a little further back. If I can come out of the stretch. Good grief, it's intense today. One more breath. Slowly come up onto the left hand if you went all the way back in that pose. And then come up to a seated position. Let's bring our legs around. Shake them out. Right leg bends now. Left leg comes back behind us. Setting up the pillow under our right sit bone now. Again, I think on this side I may need a little assistance, so I'm going to have this one back here just in case. Bring that right hand back behind you. Push through the pelvis, so the left pelvis pushing that left side forward. Notice how my right knee is wanting to come up. That's just, it's trying to guard on that side. Reach that left hand over. Maybe go down on your elbow first to see what that feels like. And if you're ready, you can go ahead and come on down, reaching up and over. We're not wanting to take it past a number 8 on a 1 to 10 scale of uncomfortable. So if you are at 8, which is pretty uncomfortable, 9 being close to unbearable, and 10 being unbearable, I can't hold this very long, then you would want to back out of that just a little bit. Let's do one more breath here. Come up onto the right hand first, sitting up nice and tall, and then bring those legs around and shake them up. All right, we're going to go into pigeon pose. I'm going to show the modification of pigeon for those that may find pigeon uncomfortable on knees or hips. So the modification would be a 4 stretch. You would stretch your right ankle over your left thigh and bring that leg in. Progression of this, while we will progress in pigeon to the floor, would be to cross that right leg over further and maybe pull into a pretzel. That's what I'm referring to, a pretzel. All right, let's start with our right leg in front. I'm going to have my pillows out yet again because I want to get comfy schmumpy in my stretch. So setting up for pigeon, you're going to bring that right leg in front of you. Left leg will go back behind you. What I find with most when they go to set up in the pigeon is they have this back leg too far forward. I'm wanting to take most of that weight out of that back leg. I mean, where you could just press in the top of the foot and lift the leg because there's hardly anything there. You want to make sure that your hips are aligned. And then you want to find that position of where you're going to start. For me, I'm going to start on my hands, driving my chest forward. Again, I'm not sitting back in the right hip. I'm pushing forward and driving forward, driving my pelvis towards that front leg. This may be where you choose to stay, or you can have your 2 pillows ready. Pull it in, and my suggestion would be to pull that pillow in close to your belly button, and then start the transition to forearms. Oh my goodness, this is so comfortable. But don't get so cozy that you don't feel your stretch. If you feel it turn off when you lay down, center the hips. Make sure that you're not shifting into right or left, that you're centering those hips. Take a couple breaths here. As you exhale, just allow your chest to fall into those pillows. And you may find that you can just take the weight out of your forearms and allow the weight of your chest to just rest in the pillows, sinking into this stretch. Now, you may just want to stay right here, but if you would like to go a little deeper, you can take off one other pillow if you had two, or if you had one pillow folded up, now may be the time to try to see if you can just sink into a flat pillow. Again, paying attention to staying in that stretch. Make sure you're not rocking too far forward or too far to the right or to the left to come out of that stretch. I'm going to walk my hands forward to get more of a lengthening stretch throughout my lats. And then I'm going to focus on taking a nice deep breath in. And as I exhale, just fold into that pillow. Now, I just want to show you where you are and how far, just settling into those pillows. Let's see how far we've gone in our stretch. So for some of you, it may be staying on that one pillow, but maybe pulling it out a little bit from your abdominals, or it may just be lengthening your arms. Progress just a little bit past where you were, wherever that level is. So for me, I'm going to try to take my chest to the floor without any arm support, which is pretty difficult on most days. But it's definitely a little more comfortable today because of the progression, because we've stayed in this pose for almost 2 minutes. I want you to take 2 breaths at that next progression for yourself. And when you're finished, come up on the forearms first. Wherever you are, you want to progress out of it and not just pop right out. I'm going to climb up to my hands next. And then I'm going to roll over to my bottom. And I'm going to swing my legs around. I'm going to take my right ankle, so we're going to stay in this right hip, and I want to place it over that left thigh. So a modification, if you cannot get your ankle stacked on the thigh, would be for you to take the pillow, place it out in front of you, maybe even the 2 pillows, and still keep it at that angle where it's in front of the other leg, but it's on the pillow and not the thigh. We're going to sit up tall, and if you have to use one pillow for your foot, you can grab the other. I'm going to place one pillow here. I'm folding it up to give it a little more firmness, and I'm going to use my chest to press into my legs to apply more pressure in this stretch. So I'm going to create a little more of a challenging pose. If this is where you want to go today, then stay right here. But if you would like to add a little extra, we're going to take our right arm, reach it under our left arm, and I grab my thumb. I can't intertwine my entire hand. So I hook my index finger and my middle finger on my left thumb. I want you to reach forward and up and then into your pillow. And then drop your head. If your pillow is not very firm, you may notice that you can't get any rest or any resistance into that pillow. Mine's fairly firm, so I'm able to apply that pressure still while driving my elbows forward. If you do not have a pillow, the stretch is going to look similar, but it would be here. And you may find that you cannot bring it that far forward. We're still in that right glute, the right cheek. You notice that you're not feeling that much of a stretch but with the pillows. Remove the pillow now and do as I'm doing, where I'm driving still in this eagle arms and I'm driving forward over my legs. We're going to be here for 2 more breaths. And release. Untie the arms. Roll up to a seated position. Uncross the legs slowly. Maybe wiggle those knees around, bouncing the legs after that deep flexion of the knee. We're going to set up for pigeon on the left side now. I like to go into pigeon from downward dog, especially after taking a series such as that where my knees have both been bent for so long. So I'm going to place my hands directly beneath my shoulders. I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm going to drive up and back into down dog position. Lengthening both legs, and then prepare that left leg down in front, sending the right knee back. Get your pillows ready, pulling those pillows towards the abdominals, in towards the tummy muscles. Make sure that you're centered on the hips. We're not driving into the right or left. I'm going to inch my back knee back just a little further. And then I'm going to come down on my forearms. With your breath, I want you to go to your next level. Maybe it's staying here on the forearms. Maybe it's reaching the arms out. I'm going to come down on my chest. Allow your chest to melt into that pillow as you exhale. I'm going to come up and remove one pillow. You go to your next level, whatever that's going to be for you. Nice deep breath in. Exhale that air all the way out. Now for me, I'm going to try to go to the floor, chest all the way to the floor. I want you to progress yourself, whether, like I said on the last one, whether it's just extending the arms, or maybe for you, it's drawing the chest down or the elbows down to the floor even, without the pillow. Here we go. Going to release, walk up on those hands. Pausing here for a moment. Walk back to that left bottom side. Bringing our legs around to the front. Let's stack our left ankle over our right thigh. Setting up our pillows. I'm just going to go one. I'm going to roll my one pillow up, and I'm going to hunch over my legs, driving into that pillow to allow that pressure to rest against my left leg primarily. I'm allowing again my pelvis to tilt forward. I'm not tilting backward or scooping out through my pelvis. I'm tilting and pushing forward. Focus on relaxing those shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to sit up tall. Now my left arm is going to go under my right arm. I'm going to grab my right thumb, lifting up through my elbows, round forward into your fallen eagle. Two more breaths. Last one. Just roll it up slow. Uncross those legs for this. A little shake out. We're going to move to our final stretch, which will be our twisted torso stretch. Go ahead and roll down slowly. We're going to drop the knees to our right. Now this may be right where you want to stay for today. That's perfectly okay. If you would like a deeper stretch or a deeper twist, we're going to bring that top leg, cross it over that right. Right hand pulling on that left hip just a little bit. Look over that left hand. Focus on your breath into that left shoulder. Letting that left shoulder drop away from the ears. Bring that left foot in. Knees come back to center. You take a couple windshield wipers here if you'd like. We're going to drop both knees to the left now. Again, this can be right where you stay, or if you would like to take that twist up a little bit more, keep the left leg up higher, grab onto that right thigh with that left hand. Create a little bit of tension there. Slowly bring those knees back to center. Create a little bit of movement right and left. Bring those knees in. Give yourself a little hug, lifting through that neck, looking between the knees. And then roll it down slow. Go ahead and lengthen out those legs. Drop your hands right to your sides. Close down your eyes. Palms are facing up. Allow your feet to open up to the outsides of the room. Just shut down our mind here for a moment. This week we're focusing on ourselves. I'm going to take these last moments here to allow you to do some breath work. If you don't feel like participating in the breath work, then just pause your mind, laying in silence. I'm going to take a nice deep breath in here through our stomach. Hold at the top. And sigh it all the way out. Do that one more time, holding for 2 seconds at the top. 1, 2, let it all the way out, sigh it all the way out. Breathe freely for a moment. We're going to move into the next breath series, and we're going to gulp an extra sip of air at the top where we're holding our breath. When you're ready, we're going to begin our inhale. Hold at the top. Take another little sip in. Holding. 3, 2, exhale all of that air out and feel yourself just melt into your mouth. Just send that relaxation to your forehead. Feel your forehead muscles relax. Your eyebrows. Move that relaxation through to your cheeks, your jaw. As your jaw relaxes, feel your mouth slightly open. Relaxing the tongue. Feel your neck relax. Your shoulders relax. Your arms completely relax. As your hands relax, you'll feel the fingers curl slightly in towards the palm. Just enjoy this moment of relaxation. Begin to wiggle the fingers, moving your fingers and your toes. Maybe take a couple of ankle circles, wrist circles. Walk your feet under your knees, slowly dropping your knees to the side. Come over into sleep pose, to infant pose. Place your hand on the floor, slowly sit up into a seated pose. Hands beside your body. You're going to inhale those arms up. Take a nice deep breath in. Hands come together. Come to the heart center. Thank you for showing up today. Show appreciation to yourself for taking time out for you. Namaste. Have a great Monday.